Hey, a software engineering student here, and today we're going to be talking about methods. So, if you know any other programming languages, you would probably know them as functions, but in Java, we actually just call them methods. So, first of all, previously we've only been working inside the main function, but now when we're creating methods, we're going to be doing it outside our public static void main function. And for now, it's going to be a bit confusing maybe, but next episode we're going to be talking about classes and objects, and we would use the methods in a bit of a different way. But for now, let's just get the basic of it, and you need to see it as like some kind of function, a method that does something based on some input. So first of all, we would do an access modifier, which means when you access this method, for now we just do public, which means everywhere. We do the static, which means again it can be accessed outside of an object. You don't know what an object is yet, so don't think about it, just do static for now. We would do the return type, so which type the returned variable kinda of the method would be. So for now we're just going to return an integer, an int, and we would do a name for the method. We would do, for example, max number. And the naming convention in Java with methods is based on something called the camel case, which means the first word is with a small. The first letter in the first word is small. Afterwards, all the first letters in all the other words are capital. And then we would do some parameters, which means like the inputs. And we would take two inputs. So I'm going to create a function, or a method, that takes two inputs and returns the largest of them. So true int num1 and int num2. And we would create a code block. So first of all, it's already giving us an error, because when we create a method, we need to return what we told we would be returning. So for now, I told it to return an int. I'm not returning anything, so it's saying like something's wrong. We need an int returned. So I would just create a simple if statement going if num1 is larger than num2, then return num1. And then we would assume that otherwise, else return num2. So num1 is larger than num2, return num1. Otherwise, we would assume num2 is the largest one, so just return num2. So this is our basic method. So now we can use this method in our main function, main method. So let's first create some variables. Int a equals 2 and int b equals 3. And we could just print. And let's just print the largest number of these two by doing max number 2, 3. And let's run it. And as we can see, it prints 3. Because what it does is when we use the method, give it the parameters 2 and 3, which is the input, it puts 2 as num1, 3 as num2, checks is 2 larger than 3, no it's not, else return 2, return 3, it returns 3, and we can just change that to 5, for example. And this actually made no sense doing it like this. I should be doing it like this. We should always use the variables. But let's run it again and see. Now we use the variables and it returns 5 because 5 is the large one. So this is the basics of methods. We'll be talking quite a lot about methods in the next few episodes when we go in. But for now, it's just the basics, and I hope you enjoyed and see you in the next episode.